So for a lot of Toronto Blue Jay fans in 1977, many things stood out, especially their baseball cards. But for many, his baseball card made him kind of an urban legend because he looked like a baseball player and really showed off those great road uniforms the Blue Jays had in 1977, which is a topic of another podcast. Wasn't the greatest player in Blue Jay history, but how he got to Major League Baseball is an interesting story. So we're going to be talking about an original Blue Jay, the great Steve Staggs. Now, Stephen Robert Staggs, born May 6th, 1951, played second base in Major League Baseball for 2 seasons. 72 games with Toronto in the 77 campaign and 47 games for the A's in their 78 season. Now, Staggs was originally drafted by the KC Royals in the 3rd round of the 71 Major League Baseball draft and remained in their minor league system throughout the 76 season. On November 5th, 1976, the Blue Jays selected Staggs in the 76 MLB expansion draft with no indication that he was going to make the major leagues. However, he shocked the experts and made the team in July of 1977, actually on Canada Day. So for everybody who went to the Canada Day game, what a great way to start your career with Canada's team, but on Canada Day. Now, he did go 2 for 5 in an 11-8 loss to the Rangers that day, and he is part of Toronto Blue Jay history in a lot of ways. His first career hit was a home run off Rangers pitcher and former future Blue Jay Doyle Alexander. Now, Staggs finished the season appearing in 72 games with Toronto, which pretty well most of the second half of the season, batting a respectable .259 with 2 home runs and 28 RBIs. So he's pretty well the regular second baseman. Now, this was before Alfredo Griffin, Damaso Garcia, Tony Fernandez. He was the middle part of the infield, and he was a good player. Good mobility. Any game I saw, he really deserved to be there, and he had a little bit of power. I mean, getting 28 RBIs in 72 games from the second base position, you don't have much opportunity to drive in many runs with the expansion team. Now, unfortunately, he was traded on March 25th, 1978 to the A's for Sheldon Mallory, and because, Toronto had a lot of, international prospects coming up the system. Now, Staggs opened the first 4 games of the 78 season as the A's starting second baseman, but therefore was essentially a backup infielder who was mostly used as a leading replacement. Now, he did have an occasional spot start. In limited action, he hit .244 with no home runs and no RBIs in 47 games with Athletics. He was eventually sent down to the minors by the end of June. Unfortunately, he would never play Major League Baseball again. He spent the 79 season with the Denver Bears of the American Association before retiring. So I think Staggs being a great utility infielder, but the problem is, there was all these players that Toronto traded for and were coming up in the system that they would want to give a shot for. But for a lot of people, again, because he started July 1st, 77, was a competent infielder. The name is a beautiful baseball name, Steve Staggs. But if you look at that baseball card and presenting of Steve in the 78 season, again, handsome man, good mustache, and the women in my family, they were a little bit crushing on him. So that's why I'm doing that. This is a tribute to all the women in my family who just love a bit of the Steve, as we call it. So that's the legend of Steve Staggs. But if anybody listening to the podcast can let me know what happened to Steve after Major League Baseball, there's not much out there, please leave a comment. I'd like to track him down and do a bigger podcast and see, maybe indirectly, we can get a direct interview with him about why he remains kind of a Canadian folk hero for the original Blue Jays. And he should know that. He's very well respected in Canada. So, ladies and gentlemen, have a great day and keep your stick in the ice. Bye.